I guess my first question will be for Dr. Mulligan. I was reading this book. Wait a minute, you wrote the book. Okay, I have two questions for you. First of all, when I talk to my employers back home, again and again, I am finding people having employees who either don't want to work full-time or don't want to work at all or don't want to, improve themselves and make more money because of cliffs that happen in medical coverage designed by the government, either Medicaid, in Wisconsin we call it Badger Care, or Obamacare. Could you comment on, again, I think you have, but comment on again the influence the combined Medicaid plus Obamacare has on the desirability in our country to work more, be it to make $15,000 instead of nothing or $30,000 instead of 15 or what have you?
Sure, yeah. Now, we had assistance programs before Obamacare. It's not the first one. And there were cliffs and disincentives in there before. But I found that when Obamacare came in there on top of all that, it reduced, on average, the incentive to work by about 9%. I think that was in the last table in my testimony. And that's a change in the incentive to work in the direction of disincentive. And I'm not sure we've seen a change like that much in our history. It's a big change, and that's why I'm expecting some, let's say, medium-sized to large effects of that in the direction of earning less and working less.
Do you believe, combined with other government welfare programs, that is one of the major reasons, or you maybe elaborate on your book, collectively one of the major reasons why our economy has dragged so long, because we have this combined with other programs all designed to encourage people not to work?
Yes, I do. Our programs have become kind of more European in the last, let's say, 8 years. And our labor market's become more European, which European labor market, in case you don't know, tends to be small.
And do you believe, or anecdotally as you talk to employers, maybe we'll ask the others as well, do you believe we are discouraging people from making more money? Or another way of putting that is discouraging people from working harder in our economy?
There's no doubt that the idea of a job is being discouraged. I think both parties are influenced by that, both the employer and the employee. I can't really blame one side or another, but there's no doubt that these programs have resulted in less employment, less people working, and families having less incomes.
I am having, common that I am having employers in my district complain that people either do not want to work or take more hours because it jeopardizes their benefits. I'll give you another question, which I don't think has been discussed enough. In addition to the fact that our government seems to hate work, our government also seems to have a strong bias against marriage. And the idea that if you get married to somebody who's making a decent income, you will lose your benefits. And, I used to think it was a good idea to have children raised with a mom and dad at home. But I wondered if you could comment on the anti-marriage incentives that seem to be built into Obamacare.
I'm aware, I wish I had done more work on it, but I'm aware that Obamacare adds to the marriage tax, if you will, because its assistance is based on the household income, which adds together the two adults if there are two, but it only has one adult if there are one. So as a result, you get a better deal out of Obamacare if as an adult, you're living without a spouse. And I haven't been able to grind out any numbers on that yet, but I know that's a big factor. And it would be an interesting proposal to say, well, what if we gave these out on the basis of individual income rather than family income? But Obamacare doesn't do that, so it taxes marriage.
So in other words, that if I am somebody making a smaller income and I have an opportunity to marry somebody making a larger income, there would be a substantial marriage penalty discouraging me from getting married.
Yes, I haven't run the numbers, but I agree that it's substantial.
Well, but it's a good suggestion for a future book. Thank you very much.